Waste to World of Sports, ahoy! Geez, we better jump over. I had no idea. I honestly thought that this game kicked off at 4 o'clock my time. It's kicking off 10 minutes earlier than what they told me. Oh no, wait a minute. The team, they're just... What a strange warm-up. I thought they were kicking off. The Japanese players were all running in formation towards the halfway line. So I thought the game had started. They're still warming up. All right, anyways, welcome along there, UFC. I'm sure that there's another channel out there. Don't know why I'm looking at my wrist when I say that. There's another channel out there that will be covering the Warriors game. Warriors are getting flogged at the moment, by the way. If anyone's following along with the NRL today, the Warriors right now are getting smoked by the Titans, which I can't really believe, but it's happening. I better believe it. I'm looking at the score with my own eyes. 30 points to nil at halftime. 30 goddamn points to nil. The Titans are smoking the Warriors in the NRL. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, kickoff is about to happen here. I thought we would cover this one. Just out of curiosity, the big storyline here, of course, is Eddie Jones, and it was a good excuse to have a little bit of a punt. Mario Itoje, Tommy Freeman, and Jamie George. The knee crumbler, ahoy mate. Yes, unbelievable. That is 30 points to nil at halftime there in the NRL. Titans over the Warriors. Kickoff is underway here in this Rugby International. Japan versus England. And England secure the ball at the back. And a box kick from Alex Mitchell. Finds touch. A successful clearance by England to start the match, but not a lot of distance. And Japan will fancy themselves here. I don't think they're going to leave anything out there on the field today. They are going to throw absolutely everything at this English team. And Eddie Jones will well and truly have them up for it as they secure the line-out ball. And they earn a penalty advantage. The ball spills out. And here's an opportunity for Japan to go up 3 points to nil inside the first minute. Take the points. Take the points always when they're on offer. It's right out in front. It's an absolute gift. So it's going to be very interesting when the Super Rugby Final starts. I don't know how I'm going to manage it. I haven't quite thought it through yet, but I have always wanted to try covering 2 games at once. It's a little bit ambitious, but I basically am left with no choice this afternoon because this game will still be going when the Super Rugby Grand Final kicks off. This match will still be going. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to quite do both of them. But we'll worry about that in approximately 1 hour. There'll still be about 20 minutes left on this game when the grand final kicks off. Successful kick there from Sung Sin Lee. And Japan lead 3 points to nil. Lots of support, of course, for the game of rugby in Japan. Just look at the turnout in that crowd. And they're all wearing their red and white kits in support of their team. It's a great sight. It really is. Back underway. The ball is spilt forward here from England from the kickoff. And now Japan can spread it wide. The cutout pass doesn't find its mark. But the referee was playing knock-on advantage. And we'll come back for the scrum. And Japan have signaled their intent early. They are not going to be afraid to throw this ball around and take the game to England, as I said. Eddie Jones, of course, is no stranger to an upset. He was coaching Japan back in the Rugby World Cup. I can't remember what year it was. Was it the 2020? No, 2023. No, 2019. I can't remember. God damn it. Anyway, Eddie Jones was coaching the Japanese rugby team to a glorious victory over the Springboks What a monumental upset that was. Penalty from the scrum. So even the Japanese scrum is holding firm early. They look shocked on the bench. It's a bit of an alarming sign when the players themselves can scarcely believe what's going on. 2015, thank you, DJ Shaq. A glorious victory that was. There were Japanese supporters crying tears of joy in the crowd. Such was the spectacle. So Eddie Jones looking for another big scalp here today. Mitchell with the box kick. Just beyond halfway. England get in and compete. Dr. Pooh, ahoy there, mate. Welcome along. Staying on the short side and another little kick in behind the line. They need this to sit up, and it does. Bumping off the tackle, the Japanese winger, Samasoni Tua. And they've gone through 5 phases here. Japan, cheeky little offloads. This is an impressive start in this opening 5 minutes. And they've created space out wide again. Here's Tua lining them up for a second time. Beats the first tackle. He has his legs chopped out in the second attempt. But the continuity here from Japan. 7 phases and now straight up the middle with the pick and drive. This is such impressive stuff. Can they keep it up for 80 minutes, I suppose, is the question. Big defense in midfield. Tommy Freeman rocking the Japanese attack backwards. England get in and counter-ruck. Unsuccessfully, though. Still, Japan have the ball. 11 phases now. Such a good start. Can they keep it up? Created space out on the left again. They are destroying England on that left-hand edge. They're on the attack. Penalty advantage. A chance for more points. I am absolutely bamboozled here by the pace Japan are playing at, and nearly over the line. They're just 5 meters out. And the referee says, we'll come back and we'll award that penalty. Thanks, boys. I would be tempted to plug this into the corner. It's out wide. It's certainly not a gimme 3-pointer. As much as I highly recommend taking the shot, Japan have started with such momentum here. Plug this into the corner and go for a line-out drive. They're probably not going to win this game going up in 3s for the whole match. And that's exactly what they're doing. Lee puts it into the corner, 5 meters out. They can secure this line-out ball, get a rolling maul on. They go to the back. First job done. Possession secured. They've got a great setup here on this rolling maul. Starts to go a bit sideways and collapses. Now they've got to get the ball out. That plan failed, and they don't do it. England have defended that well. And they'll earn the scrum. Disappointing result there for Japan. DJ Shaq says, I never actually told you this, but I actually speak some Japanese. Oh, that's cool. I suppose it probably wouldn't have come up in conversation. I accidentally one night found out what itai means. Itai, itai. But I digress. Impressive start to this one for Japan. I don't think anybody really saw this coming. One image that will stick with me for a very long time is the look of on the faces of the Japanese players sitting on the bench. Just the absolute state of disbelief that they seemed to be in as they were watching the opening 5 minutes unfold. And I can tell you that for 7 minutes, 47 seconds, It's been all Japan. But now a free kick for England. 5 out from their own line. Just a free kick, just the short arm. So if they plug this into touch, they will not get the line out throw. But still, regardless of that, an opportunity to clear their lines, and it's a monstrous kick all the way down into Japanese territory. And now they return the ball by spreading it wide. And Japan have it on halfway. Beating the first up defender again. This is a fantastic start. I don't think we've ever seen, as they earn another... The hell? Another penalty here for Japan. And England are just a little bit rattled here. Now this would be an opportunity to have a shot at the 3. Of course, while this is going on, in the NRL, halftime, the Titans 30 points to 0 over the Warriors. Try and figure that one out. Richard Trainer, ahoy there, mate. And Michael Girton, thank you very much for the sub. Cheers. And that is an impressive kick into touch, and they're going to try again here, Japan. 5 out from the English line. They have the throw into the line out. They went to the back last time. They go to the back again. And try and set up a rolling maul. Last time it collapsed. And England are in there to spoil again. Japan going backwards. Spilling the ball forward. And Alex Mitchell will clear up over halfway. Not looking for the touch. There's nobody back for Japan. It sits up. I really don't. UFC, I honestly have no idea why I look at my... Maybe in a past life, I was a compulsive watch wearer. Because I've noticed that about myself. I'm constantly, when I say something, or I'm talking about something coming up, but I've never worn a watch in my life. Well, apart from when I was a kid, and I had those little Tetris watches. But it didn't tell the time. You just played Tetris on it. Mitchell with the box kick. And England clear again out of their own half. Interference there on the kick receipt, surely. But Japan have it. And beating the first up defender again, Japan. Staying on that short side and creating space again, but they can't hold on to the ball. And that is a big let-off for England. What a huge let-off. Knox Shorts, you're at the doggies game. Oh, very nice. That should be a lot of fun, that one. A little bit of an injury stoppage here. Eddie Jones versus Steve Borthwick. The battle of the coaches. Well, if you find anything out, UFC, as I'm sure you will, pass it along. I'm very curious. I've never really looked into it myself, but it is something I notice I do. I also scratch my nose a lot, and I swear, it's not a cocaine problem. Positive. Eleven and a half minutes gone. Japan holding on to a slender 3 points to 0 lead. England will have the scrum down on halfway. Japan have given away free kicks at the last couple of scrums. And now they give away a full-arm penalty. And just weathering the early storm here, England, and starting to get themselves a little bit of ascendancy here as they march upfield. No, I don't think so, Knee Crumbler. But you do have to be careful with such things, of course. Just for those who don't know. Jamie George with the throw into the line out. Well, I suppose there is that photo of me on Instagram. But I'll leave that up to the imagination. There I go again, just as I'm talking about. Mitchell, dummies, almost goes through. England on the attack now, 5 out from the line. They pick and go. Jamie George has a shot at it. He's one of my try-scorer multis. Cunningham South fights for the line. He's over. They're claiming the try. The pick and go has yielded a result, perhaps. England, their very first trip down into Japanese territory, has possibly brought about points. Chandler, Cunningham South. Another pick and go. Al Jordan, ahoy, mate. How are you? Try time. England take the lead. Ball person. Ball person. Richard Trainer asks, how many Islander boys playing for Japan now? Well, let's see. Sanela Wanga. I've not actually seen him, but kind of sounds like it. Bilal Makisi could be one. Samasoni Tua, definitely. So yeah, there's a few. Not as many as you'd probably expect. Conversion successful. And England lead 7 points to 3. Japan, they've had their opportunities. They just haven't been able to get a successful rolling maul happening. Twice they've had line out throw, 5 out from England's line. And they've failed to release the ball from the rolling maul, or at least get some sort of push on. Al Jordan says Blues win in a very upsetting way. What do you mean? Upsetting? Like a flogging? I've got to say that I think the Blues will win, but I will be ferociously cheering on my Chiefs. As Japan will have a line-out throw here. They're trapped inside their own half now after a great 10-minute opening. John, ahoy there. How have the England backs looked so far? I've not seen them have the ball, to be honest. The opening 10 minutes was all Japan. Japan came out with fury and pace, expansive play, and really took England by surprise. Led early. And they got back into the game through scrum domination, clearing upfield, and then pick and go from line out, pick and drive. So we really haven't seen the English backs unleashed just yet. As Japan have a line out throw on halfway, goes to the middle. They secure the ball. No thought of a rolling maul here. They've had no success the last couple of mauls, so they released the ball immediately this time. Playing up the middle and creating some half gaps. Itoji gets in and rips the ball away. Backwards, says the referee. He's on some form of psychedelic drug, the referee, if he thinks that went backwards. Ollie is the best. Ahoy. Counter ruck here from England is good. They drive over the top of the ball. Jamie George gets in. And a penalty now for hands on the turf. Undoes all that hard work. Japan tap and go quickly, trying to catch them napping. Keeping the ball in tight. Itoji gets over the top. Can't wrestle that one away. Now they pass 2 out from the ruck, Japan. A little kick in over the top from the base of the ruck. It finds space. It bounces towards the corner. But ranging back is Marcus Smith. And he will clear up over halfway. Japan go quick. Looking to the left. Coming back in midfield. Ruck ball on halfway here. Japan. There's one of the Big Islander boys. And it is Sanela Wanga. Box kick finds some space. It's an awkward bounce there at the back. And England have made a complete mess of this. Knocked backwards again, says the referee. And now it opens up. Mitchell back inside to Ben Earl, and Earl leaves it behind. And that's probably the rugby gods stepping in. Because the referee, I think, missed a clear knock on there in the play before. Yes, indeed, Sky thinks the Warriors-Titans game, incredible at the moment there in the NRL. 36 points to 0. The Titans over the Warriors. If anybody had tipped the Titans, to beat the Warriors, then... wow. I mean, well, first of all, congratulations. And second of all, how? Why? What possible reason could you have for picking the Titans other than just wishful thinking? Which is an acceptable reason, by the way. Wishful thinking is a more than acceptable reason for making a bet or a prediction. Rick's Pickle says the Warriors are the Tigers' mates, I reckon. The Warriors, they certainly don't have Origin as an excuse, that's for sure. Mitchell Barnett is the only player, I believe, that they lose through the Origin period. The Kraken. Time off here for a water break, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. In the game, I mean. Water break in the game, not for me. Richard Trainer says I've been watching 2 Bulldogs that do NRL picks for each round. They have 90% success rate. I'd say mine's up there pretty good as well. To be honest, Richard. Don't know about 90%, but I'm well out on top in the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest. That's for sure. The Kraken at the moment is on special, $58. Usually goes for 78 for a 700 mil. Sky thinks you're part of the tipping contest, but you're 49th. You only just joined. Yeah. See, what used to happen, Sky thinks, and I don't know why they changed it, but what used to happen is if you joined late, they just automated your picks up until the point you joined. So they would just automatically give you all the away teams. For some reason, this year they've changed everything, and when you just join, you start on 0, which I think is really unfair. But anyways, big scrum here from Japan as it's game back on, and they spill the ball on the first phase. And Furbank will clear. There's nobody at the back here for Japan. It becomes a foot race, and flying through after this ball was Tommy Freeman. But it beats everybody over the dead ball line and will come all the way back for a scrum down to Japan. That will surely be advantage over. Alex Mitchell's trying to remind the referee of the knock on, but that was more than advantage. There was nobody at the back. Al Jordan says, weird question, but who should I sign in my rugby league live 4 career mode? You're a 19-year-old halfback, freshly out of the under-20s Cowboys, and you have offers from Roosters or to stay at the Cowboys. Depends what you're looking for, Al. What's your pathway through the Roosters? I mean, I would look at a couple of things. If it were real life, and it's not real life, it's a video game, but I'm basing the question and answering it. If it were real life, first thing to look at, okay, what's the money offer? If the money's too good to refuse, you go with the highest money offer. But if you're just looking for perhaps a starting spot quicker, what's your pathway through both teams? I would suggest that in real life, there's probably a quicker pathway into the starting squad with the Cowboys, especially if you've come up through their juniors. Cut out pass now creates some space for Nakabula, who steps back in field and then loses the ball. And Japan, they started so well in the opening 10 minutes, but now their handling has gone out the window. The mistakes are creeping in, and they're letting England off the hook every time that they get into an attacking range. Sita, the Chiefs game coming up. Well, not even after this, Sita. I am going to endeavour to do my best, my absolute best, to cover both games at the same time. It's a big ask, I know. It's going to be very, very tough, but the focus today is the Super Rugby final. I was just curious about this one, so depending on how this game is looking in the last 15 minutes, where that overlap is taking place, if England are well and truly on top and are running away with the game, then obviously we'll put all our attention into the Super Rugby. If it's a close game, I'll be keeping a keen eye on both of them. I'll have to see, Neat Crumbler. I've got to lie low on Discord for a little bit. Scrum down here for England. 22 minutes, 43 seconds gone. Only leading 7 points to 3, but that's been on the back of some early domination from Japan, who have been extremely brave. Penalty advantage now, Japan. failing to roll away in the ruck. Smith with the touch finder up over halfway. It's a great clearance. And of course, a penalty. So England will also have the throw into the line out here. They put on a set-piece play, and they've got numbers to the right. Smith dummies and goes straight through, and he'll score on his own, the fly half. Marcus Smith under the post. England, 2 visits down into Japan territory, 2 tries with ease. 12 points to 3. Set-piece play off the top of the line out. The throw over the top. And a couple of wraparound passes, and then Smith dummies and goes on his own. Simple. You just get the feeling the ease at which England, when they do secure possession in good enough territory, they're just doing it very, very easily. Oh, well, I suppose the more that this game opens up, the more likely my same-game multi becomes. A simple conversion from right in front. Smith has got all the points at the moment, I think. No, Cunningham South scored the first try. Red Wazzies, this game is actually free on Rugby Pass TV. Rugby Pass TV is the official streaming website of World Rugby, the governing body of all rugby unions. So, yes, they're streaming it for free at the moment. From the kickoff, Mitchell, box kick. Up over halfway. Who is Brad Thorne? Oh, blasphemy, sir. Blasphemy. Brad Thorne, what a gun, as Japan come up with another mistake here. Leanne Santa Rosa, ahoy. Brad Thorne, one of the very few forwards, because we've seen quite a few backs do it, but Brad Thorne, one of the very, very few forwards that has become a superstar in cross codes. He was a legend in the NRL, or, well, it wasn't called the NRL when he played, but you know what I mean. He was a legend in rugby league. Played State of Origin, played for Australia. Went across the ditch, played Super Rugby, won multiple Super Rugby championships with the Crusaders as a player. Won many high-profile contests as an All Black. Will go down in history as one of the greatest locks in All Black history. And then, of course, moved on to a coaching career. Oh, okay. So you do know who he is. You just didn't know necessarily his rugby league. What's the word? Portfolio. That's fair enough. I was thinking the way that you said it, I thought you hadn't heard of him at all. But no, that's completely forgivable in that case. Japan clear. Marcus Smith returns it with interest, finds the turf and gets a nice bounce. Japan with a defensive line out here, about 10 or 15 out from their own line. Great vision there from Marcus Smith. Great execution. And it's England on top. Well, actually, England have got a throw into the line out here. I wonder what happened. Anyway, Itoji comes down with it. They release it early. And they go out into midfield in front of the posts. England back on the attack. 5 out. Japan get in and spoil, but they get in and spoil illegally. It's right out in front. England have tapped and gone quickly. Just a couple of meters out from the line, the pick and go will be the order of the day here. And that's exactly what they do. Another penalty advantage right in front of the post here. Now they release it to the back. Smith with the cutout pass right onto the chest. And it's Emmanuel Waboso. England lead 19 points to 3, and it's starting to become a little bit of a demolition job now. We did wonder, were Japan going to be able to keep up the pace and the intensity that they had for a full 80 minutes? Well, it seems like they haven't even been able to keep it up for a full 40 minutes. In the NRL, Titans 48, Warriors 4. Jeez. 48 points to 4. I mean, dead set. Dead set. Incredible. From right, well, not right in front, but, well, actually, he's very much out wide. Marcus Smith, another successful kick. And England, 21 points to 3. Looking very, very comfortable now. Disappointing, really. Disappointing end to this half for Japan. As they get us back underway, Itoji's under it. Doesn't even have to jump. Itoji just stands there. England creeping close to the sideline here. Must release the ball, and they do. Setting up a better angle here for the box kick clearance. Mitchell controls it at the back. There is the box kick. Not looking for touch. Japan have it just their own side of halfway. A step, another step, and straight through. Up over halfway and a penalty advantage. Japan. Can they keep up the fight? Nine minutes to go until halftime. Forget about the 3-pointers now from this penalty. 3-pointers out the window. They have to score tries, Japan. Lee puts this into touch. And they're inside the 22. A very concerned looking Eddie Jones there in the coach's box. Hasn't gone to plan. But still, over the course of this whole half, Japan dominating possession. It's incredible, that stat, really. Big defense in midfield. Underhill. Driving them backwards. Japan, though, still have the ball in midfield. Tua keeps the ball alive. Playing it up the middle here, Japan. 5 phases. Now they spread it wide. They've got numbers, but they can't hold on to the ball. Although it's picked up. It's loose and it's picked up by Costly. It's called a knock on. The referee has called the knock on. Japan thought they were over. And it is the right call. Losing the ball forward. So close, yet so far again for the Japanese. And an injury stoppage now. Dan Cole receiving some attention to the ears in back play. A little bit of Vass on the ears there. These rugby forwards, they usually tape the ears down. Dan Cole, for some reason, just letting them hang out there. Getting some Vaseline on the ears as another scrum is incoming. Jeez, hey, big news in the rugby league. Big news, because the Titans have just passed 50 points. Nobody has ever had 50 put on them and gone on to win the premiership, so we can officially, statistically and historically, put a red line straight through the Warriors for season 2024. The Titans of all teams have racked up 50 points on the Warriors. And I've got to message my mate who... England secure the line out. Cunningham South. Wins it in the middle. Mauling up to halfway. Mitchell, box kick. The chase is good. There's pressure at the back here. On Japan, it's tapped backwards by England. Underhill. Game of Mel, Ahoy there. Now they've got numbers to the right again, but they set up another phase play in midfield. Lawrence goes into contact. Now Smith. Cut out pass to Furbank. Back in tight they go. Martin sets up phase 5. Smith bobbles the ball. Has to change direction. Not going according to plan there. But England still have it. 21 points to 3. They're up. Off the hip and onto the chest of Ollie Lawrence, who can't secure the pass. So Japan have defended that quite well. We're counting down to the Super Rugby Grand Final. Oh, we've got another injury stoppage here. Great. I'm going to have a quick break. For James. Ahoy, mate. Japan secure the scrum. They've got space out on the left edge again. If there's any positive to come out of this first half for Japan, opportunities are rising on that left-hand edge. It'll be something for England to tidy up at halftime and moving forward. Their edge defense looking a little bit flaky. 4 minutes to go until halftime, and Japan decide enough is enough. We're going to clear it upfield. And it's taken to the back by Freeman, who can't get away. $59 points to 6. Did the cheeky buggers take a drop goal at some point? 58. I was going to say, how insulting to be up by that much and take a drop goal. Yep, 50 points, James. We can put a line through the Warriors for any premiership hope. Penalty to England. Japan have just dived straight in over the ruck. And I dare say they'll consider the three-pointer here. It's fairly far out, just to the left of the uprights. No, they're going to put it into the corner. They want more. England want more points here. They want another try before the halftime break. The kick into touch. Inside the 22. About 10 metres out from the line. Justin Karam, ahoy, mate. Looks like they're set up to go out the back on this one. England, no, they go to the front. They fooled everybody, myself included. And Japan bore through under the legs. And that'll be a penalty. Captain Redbeard, ahoy. Dangerous play there for Japan. And this just gives England a glorious opportunity to set up better field position for their next line out, their next attack. And it'll be a 5-meter line out. Look for a Toji in the middle or a play back to Jamie George here. I reckon part of my multi's on here, I reckon. They do go to the back. Itoji's there. It collapses immediately. Itoji in to clean out. Japan counter ruck is good. They go straight over the top, Japan. This is great goal line defense. They burrow in and they go straight over the top and steal the ball. They need a big clearance here. Lee, not a lot of purchase on it. England will still have a chance here before the break inside Japan's 20. That's right, Captain Redbeard, Eddie Jones, back at the helm for Japanese rugby. George goes to the front. They release early. Mitchell to Smith in midfield. Dummies inside, pops it up outside to Ollie Lawrence, and Japan earn the penalty. It looks like they're going to hold on until the halftime break. 21 points to 3. And we are rapidly approaching the start of the Super Rugby Grand Final. Oh, this is going to be so interesting to see how I manage calling both games at once. This is going to be an absolute battle. What I think I'll probably do, I'll probably put the Japan-England game, because it's not close at the moment. So we'll put all our attention onto the Super Rugby. Does Japan go to the middle? And they secure the line-out ball. They might be happy just to take this into the break, Japan. Oh, potential intercept. And it is pinched by Wabasso. And England have the ball again. Disappointing for Japan. Penalty advantage right out in front. Now they can spread it wide to the right where there's numbers to burn. But Henry Slade can't get on the outside of the defence. Still penalty advantage here for England. Smith, Cunningham South. Barges into contact. Itoje in midfield. Still penalty advantage, I would assume. Smith now change of direction. Kicks across field. It goes right onto the chest of Henry Slade. And England will score another try before halftime. And at least that makes the decision on which game to focus on very, very easy. We can have our halftime break and we can put all our focus on the Super Rugby Grand Final because this one is over. Adrian Broughton, ahoy, mate. I don't see any way back for Japan here. They started so well and they just weren't able to get points. Apart from an early penalty goal to go up 3-0 inside the first minute. They had a lot of domination in territory and possession, and they just couldn't ice those moments. Japan, disappointing end to the first half as well to give away another try. 21-3. Okay, it's not great, but they're still there or thereabouts. 26 points to 3, conversion to come. It's game over. So credit to England, though. I mean, they were absolutely rattled at the start of this match. The opening 10 minutes was all Japan. Smith from out wide leaves this one off to the left of the post. 26 points to 3. England looking very comfortable now at the halftime break. Hard to see a way back for Japan. But I guess you never know. You never know what the second half will bring. But we've got to get ready now for the Super Rugby Grand Final, which is happening right here on this stream. We're not going anywhere. This stream will stay active and we'll switch everything over. Because I do truly believe this game's done now. I think this game, England and Japan, is done and dusted. 26 points to 3 at halftime. I'm struggling to see where Japan will find their points. So we'll switch on over to the Super Rugby Grand Final. I've got a few things to set up in preparation for that. So I'll jump over to the countdown screen for a few minutes. Let's say 5 minutes. And then Super Rugby Grand Final coming up here on the Wasted World of Sports. All right, there we go. We made it back. Better late than never. I don't know why I think 5 minutes is ever going to be enough. I've done that so many times. 5 minutes, yep, we'll be back. No, that's not enough time to get all this stuff set up. Anyways, welcome back. Waste of Water Sports Super Rugby Grand Final. A little bit of a disappointing outcome, potentially in the works anyway, in the match between England and Japan. Japan started very, very well. The opening 10 minutes, they just needed more points from that. Had they taken their opportunities in the first half, Japan, they would have gone into the break still behind, but a lot closer. They had 3 line-out drives on the English 5-meter line. They just couldn't set up the rolling mauls effectively. Same game multi for this one as we very rapidly approach kickoff. But same game multi for this one. Narawa, Christie, and Talea. Anytime try scorers. It looks like it's raining, so that could throw a spanner in the works. We're still trying to come to terms with what happened in the NRL today. 66 points to 6 at full time. Jeez. The Titans. A dominant performance over the Warriors. Let's have a look at the Waste of Water Sports tipping contest and see if it's updated. No, not yet. Okay, because I'm very curious to see how many people went for the Titans. I can't imagine that it would be too many. So we'll have to see. We wait for that to update. At least that wasn't the margin game today. We'll wait for that to update. And the Roosters Bulldogs game coming up very, very soon as well. So here we are, countdown to this one. Super Rugby Grand Final kickoff 10 minutes away. The countdown is on. Chiefs and the Blues. I anticipate, as I said, I anticipate the Blues to win, but I will be ferociously cheering on the Chiefs. Hopefully they can get the job done. We'll see. Should be a good game. Let's get a multi happening as well. Same game multi. Not looking good in the England game, but fingers crossed for this one. Unders is probably pretty good in the conditions. It looks like it's raining pretty heavily out there. Chiefs and under 48.5. Not a bad one there, James. Not bad at all, Chiefs. They'll have a job on their hands, that's for sure. Countdown to kickoff here, Super Rugby Grand Final. What's my score prediction? Oh, well, in the conditions, I want to say, hopefully, Chiefs. Just looking at the weather, should be tight, should be close, low-scoring game. Let's go, Chiefs. Let's go, Chiefs 18-12. Let's go Chiefs 18-12. Yeah, I think there'll be some missed kicks out there tonight. In the wet weather, in the rain. There'll be some missed conversions. Ivan Cleary's there. They just cut to a shot of Ivan Cleary in the grandstand. Wow. Who'd have thought? Mind you, he's probably over in New Zealand at the moment organising some future contracts for the family. Anyway, let's go Chiefs in this one. Defunk says Chiefs will run away with it. A high-scoring game by both. I just think the weather, as soon as I saw the rain, Defunk, once I saw the weather there at the stadium, I instantly regretted my 3-try scorer multi. A 3-try scorer SGM comes into question. Still, nothing will ever beat that Crusaders Hurricanes Super Rugby final that was in the fog. Has anyone been following long enough Super Rugby to remember the fog grand final? Well, it wasn't called a grand final back then. Super Rugby final in the fog. Couldn't see a goddamn thing on the TV. Jaco Robertson, ahoy mate. Doing very well today. I'm excited for a big day of action across both codes. We started off earlier today with England versus Japan. That's at halftime. And it's over. Game over at halftime. And we've got the Super Rugby Grand Final coming up now. Then we'll be switching over to the NRL for the Rabbitohs versus Manly. And then, of course, coming up tonight, another Rugby International, the Springboks against Wales. We'll be covering all the action here on the Wasted World of Sports as the Chiefs come out onto the field. They lost to the Blues in round 15, 31 points to 17. Can they get their revenge here when it matters the most? If you had to choose a game to win, do you want to win in round 15 or do you want to win in the final? I'm pretty sure most people would choose the final. This is absolutely unbelievable that 100% of the votes have gone to the Blues. No love for the Chiefs. And this is why I'm cheering on the Chiefs. They have been given absolutely no hope in this contest. So I'm sincerely hoping that they come out and put on an absolute show and prove everybody wrong. Can they get it done here? The home side, the Blues, coming out onto the park. Jaco Robertson says Springboks 34, Wales 27. Yeah, okay, Jaco, so you're obviously going for the Springboks, but not with the utmost confidence, eh? I didn't think the Wales are necessarily that good in 2024 to be able to push the Springboks that far. So there you go. I think the Springboks might win with a little bit more comfort, honestly. Wesley Marimar, thank you very much for the sub. Oh, yes. Okay, we've got the minute silence coming up for Bishop. The tragic loss of somebody far too young. Connor Garden Bishop, 1999 to 2024. Very, very sad loss. Anytime it happens, but yeah, I mean, geez, 25 years old is way too young. It's devastating at any age, but you know what I'm saying. 25. Super Rugby Grand Final. We're about to get underway. The anthem is being sung. For some reason. What if there was an Australian team in this? Would they have done the Australian and New Zealand anthem? I don't think it should exist at club level, which essentially is what this is. I'm all for doing the anthems at international games. Whatever. But honestly, do we need it at club level? Probably not, I say. Let's go, Chiefs. Hang on, James, did you go overs or unders? Unders, I'm guessing, by your score prediction. 21-17 to the Chiefs. Unders. There you go. All right. Let's go. Super Rugby Grand Final 2024. Ready to get underway. And I'm looking forward to all the internationals that are coming up. Some tears are being shed out there on the field. A lot of emotion. Who's going to use that emotion in the correct ways in the early stages? That could be what decides this game. It could very well be decided very early on. Once again, as we always talk about, I absolutely love that the Super Rugby referees are sponsored by Specsavers. I love it. The irony, the humor, top notch. I'm all for it. "100% of the votes to the Blues." Incredible. Rush NZ, ahoy there, mates. Down the wires. Hopefully my Chiefs can get the W. Yes, some love for the Chiefs here in the chat room, at least. That's what I like to see. Absolutely no love for the Chiefs in the poll. 100% of the votes going to the Blues. The away team has only won 8 of 30 previous Super Rugby finals, and that is perhaps why there is overwhelming support for the Blues here. Statistically, Super Rugby and finals do not normally go the way of the visiting side. The referee, Nick Berry, blows his whistle, and we're off and running here. And it's the Blues with the ball first, and it's Satutu setting up the ruck. Look for the box clearance. No, it's a genuine pass-back clearance that's been charged down by the Chiefs, but still finds the sideline. Well, it wasn't touched. It's just hooked off the boot. A shocker of a clearance there from Harry Plummer, and the Chiefs will have the line out just outside the 20, the 22. Thompson, waiting on the call, goes to the front. The Chiefs secure it. They release it from the maul. And in midfield, the Chiefs can set up their phase play or not as Satiti breaks straight through. They're 10 out from the line here, the Chiefs, with front football. McKenzie passes it along to Lamb. Huge cutout pass that's gone over the top of everybody and into touch. And a wasted opportunity. An all or nothing play inside the first minute. And Sean Stevenson, don't know what the idea was behind that play. Connor Crowley, ahoy mate. Coming up next will be the Rabbitohs versus Manly in the NRL. The Chiefs look to get in and spoil, but the Blues have secured possession. Christie's got it at the back of the ruck. They've got a pod set up. The Blues forwards secure the ball. Christie fires it back once again to Plummer. And Plummer gets better purchase on it this time, but still not a huge amount of distance. He wants it further upfield, Harry Plummer. The referee, with the touchy, giving the line out to the Chiefs in pretty much the same spot as the kick that he hooked the first time out. 2.5 minutes gone. Chiefs have spent the opening 2.5 minutes planted down here at the Blues end. They go to the front and it's stolen at the front by the Blues. And now the clearing kick made from AJ Lamb finds the turf. It'll sit up at the back here for the Chiefs. And Stevenson, from inside his own 22, gets good contact on that. Back down to the Blues 22. Portofetta puts it high. Taken at the back by McKenzie, who offloads to Stevenson. They're under pressure here as the Blues race forward. But now a little bit of space opens up on the left. Leonard Brown puts the foot down. And the Chiefs go over halfway. Ball in midfield. Looking very solid here, the Chiefs. Staying on the short side. Satiti. Up over halfway. Hands in the ruck there from Akira Ioane. Illegally, says the referee. And a penalty to the Chiefs on halfway. Frantic start to this match. It's got vibes of the England versus Japan international, the way that this has started. Speaking of the England-Japan international, Japan 3, England 38. 51 minutes gone. England just cruising along to victory over in that one. Well, they're taking the 3, an attempt at 3 here. From halfway, right out on the far touchline, Damien McKenzie fancying himself here. It's got to be over. It's got to be about 60 metres on the angle, you would think. A very ambitious attempt at early points. A 52 metres. Okay, well, no, it's actually not that far out. 52 metres. A 47% probability rate, says the algorithm, based on DMAX statistics, going into this kick. He doesn't take a very big run up, but geez, he gets some purchase on it, and he hangs it out to the left. And the Blues will clear. It was probably worth a shot. We know I'm a big advocate for taking the 3. Have a shot at the 3 when it's on offer. Chiefs throw into the lineup. They go to the back to Satiti. who releases the ball. Chiefs ball in midfield. McKenzie with the short pass off the hip, and it's been lost forward. Riccatelli leaves it behind. And now the Blues make a break down the left-hand edge. Talea looking for support. Caleb Clark is there. They're inside the Chiefs 22 now. Tui Pelotu is driven backwards. Forward pass is called. And the Blues have gone and ballsed that up, haven't they? That is a big little for the Chiefs as we get prepared for our first scrum of the match. Scrum down, it goes to ground. Referee Berry calls for a reset. UFC, you considered putting Talea in your same game multi, but went with D-Mac and Anton Leonard-Brown. Just two legs. 2 legs, UFC. D-Mac and Leonard-Brown. Eight minutes gone. Oh, and Chiefs. +7. Okay, yeah, not bad, not bad. +7. Chiefs secure the ball this time. A little chip kick in over the top. It bounces kindly for Perifetta at the back, and the Blues have it. Offloads to Akira Ioane. Penalty advantage now for the Blues. On halfway, they lose the ball, but they will get the penalty. Well, I'm hoping that the Chiefs win UFC, so I'm I'm tipping with the heart in this one more so than the head. I love for the Chiefs. I've got absolutely nothing against the Blues, but yeah, the Chiefs for a long time have been the underdog, one of the underdogs of the New Zealand teams. So I've always had a soft spot for them. And yeah, the Blues are sort of more like the Blues in a way are sort of like the and I think this is a fair comparison, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the chat room, but the Blues are kind of like the Broncos of the New Zealand Super Rugby teams. They're the ones with all the money and all the platforms and legs up that should be doing a lot better than they actually do with their results on field. The Chiefs are like the underdogs punching above their weight. That's why they garner a lot of support. Penalty advantage now for the Blues. About 15 out from the Chiefs line. Pick and go is the order of the day. Still penalty advantage. And Ioane goes within 5. Satutu from the back releases the ball and now trying to burrow his way under. A fresh penalty advantage here for the Blues. They pick and go. They're over the line. Can they get the ball down? No, it's just short. It's available at the back here for Finley Christie. There's a big gap, a couple out from the ruck to the right, but they drive over. Nick Berry has no idea what's going on here. Consults with the touch judge. Calling for the review. Japan and England still going, Captain Redbeard, but England have extended upon their 26 points to 3 halftime lead, and they are now leading that match 38 points to 3 with 55 minutes gone. So here we go. He's over the line there. Has he got secured possession of that? I would say not. Has he managed to ground it first before losing it? This could be the angle that tells us it's down there. It's planted down on the turf. This could very well be given as a try. He's definitely lost the ball, but has he put it down first? There's clear grounding. This could be the angle that tells us there's a patch of paint there. Surely. I don't think you could begrudge any decision. Try is awarded. And Akira Ioane scores the try for the Blues as the rain gets heavier. A very important first try with this bad weather floating around. As somebody pointed out, though, the New Zealand teams are used to playing in conditions like this, aren't they? So, might not be too much of a detriment to their game. UFC says, how good was that Storm Dolphins game? That was a lot of fun. I was really into it, apparently. Yeah, very exciting game. Harry Plummer from out wide. Looking to give the Blues maximum value from that first raid, and over it goes, right down the middle. And the Blues lead this 7 points to 0. Chiefs get us back underway. Straight up the middle. Goes to a Pilotu. Brought down. Great start from the kickoff. Now numbers to burn on the left here. The Blues taken high in contact. There was AJ Lamb. Penalty advantage. Riccatelli has it in midfield. The Blues. Numbers out to the right. A little chip and chase, though, from Perofeta. And we come back for the penalty. On the back of that try, look at the rain pelting down. Let's see what Google says. Not that Google is the be-all, end-all of solid information. Let's see, Auckland weather. Yeah, okay, Google says that it's 14 degrees right now and feels like 12 degrees. But it also says light rain showers. But as we can see on the TV in front of us right now, those are not light showers. It's pissing down. So, I don't know. Pick and go up the middle again. The Blues right on top here. Derry. The Chiefs get in illegally and steal the ball. Yes, exactly, Richard. Yeah, I think Richard Trainer's just given us a more what's the word? A better way of describing what I was trying to get across. Yes. Yes, they're the big boys. The Auckland region. How close are you to Eden Park, UFC? Because we are watching it on the TV right now, and it's not patchy. It is absolutely pissing down. Like God's flushed his toilet and there's a leak in the pipes. It is pumping down. There's nothing patchy about it on the TV. The Blues decide to take the 3. And Harry Plummer puts it over. The Blues lead this 10 points to 0, 15 minutes gone. The Chiefs under the pump a little bit now, as the Blues have got themselves well and truly on top of this, and now the Blues spill it from the kickoff and offside there, but we'll call the knock on. Ah, 12 kilometers away. That's a little bit of ways. It's more than reasonable to expect that it would be completely different weather conditions 12 kilometers up the road. Happens here all the time where I live, just out of Brisbane City. And I'll see people on Facebook complaining about the weather in Brisbane. And I'll look out the window and I'm like, what? They don't like sunshine? 12 kilometers is a long distance when weather's concerned. But anyways, what we're telling you, UFC, is at the ground, Eden Park, Auckland, at the ground, it is bucketing down. And I would very much believe right now at that stadium, it's 14 degrees. Penalty advantage here for the Chiefs. A chance to steal some points back. And Mackenzie will have the shot at 3 here to put the Chiefs on the board. Richard Trainer, you grew up next to Eden Park. You used to go down and watch Grant Fox and your cousin, Matthew Ridge, kick goals for money. Oh, hang on, for money or for Monet? That's fantastic. Okay, so your cousin is Matthew Ridge, a goal-kicking machine, as Damian McKenzie puts this one over, and the Chiefs are on the board. The Chiefs are on the board with some points. It's 10 points to 3 here in the Super Rugby Grand Final. Yeah, Matthew Ridge, a legend. Oi. How about they've let the kickoff bounce, calling for it out on the full, but it has clearly landed inside the field of play. It'll be a line out to the Chiefs, but they probably don't want a line out this close to their own goal line right after points. The line out, not straight. And there is the problem, isn't it? That is the problem. Letting the ball bounce from the kickoff, going into touch, forcing a line out in a very bad position. And the Chiefs, on the back of points, have just gone error, error. And the Blues back on the attack. Richard, what I was going to say, we should tee up a little little interview session. I don't know if you're close to your cousin, that could be fun. I was a huge fan of Matthew Ridge back in the day. I was always a fan of the goal kickers because I was a goal kicker. I was a goal kicker myself. So I was always a fan of the goal kickers. Jason Taylor, Matthew Ridge, Daryl Halligan. Penalty advantage here for the Blues. The ball pops out for Finley Christie. Keeping the ball alive. Blues now on the attack down the short side. It sets up here for Rieko Ioane. Pops the ball back in field. And diving over is Caleb Clark. Has it stayed in the field of play? We'll have a look. They're going to check the sideline. They're going to check the grounding. Potential try here, though, for the Blues. What a setback this would be. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all good, Richard. Because I have been thinking about doing some interview sessions here on the Waste of Water Sports. But then I'm like, where would I even begin trying to organize this stuff? Obviously, the easiest ones to organize first and foremost would be through mutual contacts. Now, this is going to be an interesting call. Have the Blues stayed in the field of play here? This pop pass back to Caleb Clark. Try is awarded, and the Blues extend 15 points to 3. There are some alarming signs here for the Chiefs. There's some alarming signs for your unders too, James. As we're only a quarter of a way through this contest and there's 18 points, potentially 20 with the conversion here. And considering the conditions, Harry Plummer from the sideline. He's had a sighter from out here. This is on target. It's holding its line. It's successful, and the Blues lead by 2 converted tries now, 17 points to 3. And the Chiefs, after an amazing opening 5 minutes, have completely fallen asleep. Blues secure the kickoff. Christie with the box kick up over halfway. Chiefs looking very shaky at the back. But Stevenson takes it. Mackenzie puts it high. Taken at the back well by Plummer. Swings around, plants the ball back. Blues have it. Ioane. Out the back to Perifetta. Keeping the ball alive. Riccatelli. Tutu fires it on. It's been lost backwards, says the referee. Let's take the word of the person in the Specsaver shirt that was knocked back. Box kick clearance. Now it opens up for Mackenzie. A little bit of space for D-Mac, but he is wrangled down, manhandled in the tackle. They need to go back to what they were doing in the opening 5 minutes here, the Chiefs, when they had the early domination. Mackenzie out wide to the left. Lurking out there. I believe it was one of the big locks out there. It might have been Finau, actually. Finau lurking out there on the wing. Satiti's had a blinder of a game so far for the Chiefs. One of their best. Mackenzie, numbers to the right. If they can release the ball, draw and pass. On the attack now, the Chiefs. 5 out from the line. 8 phases in. Jacobson puts the head down. Christie gets hands on the ball. Tries to steal it. Does successfully. Finley, Christie. Unbelievable. A scrum half should not be doing that. Finley, Christie burrowing in. Securing the ball. Penalty to the Blues. Adrian. What's happening here in conversation? Oh, you're talking to UFC. Sorry. Okay. That message is for UFC. It's only a game. Shot Harry and Caleb. I had no idea what you're talking about, but then I see that message isn't even for me anyway. So it's all good. Blues with the line out throw. Secure possession. Setting up the rolling maul here. Driving upfield. The Blues well on top. Let's see. How is the England-Japan game finished up? Wow, Japan have scored a couple of tries. 70 minutes gone. 45 points to 17. England over Japan. Japan have put on a couple of consolation tries, which is good to see. And this one's off the knee of Sean Stevenson at the back into the hands of Narawa. And this, offside, I'm afraid, there. What are you thinking about, James? He is outraged that I threw an apple at someone when I was 9. Uh, we threw an apple at the music teacher once at school. We were misbehaving, and she's like, back in the old days, students would bring apples in for the teacher. So we brought a fucking apple in. Midway through the class, my mate's just like, incoming apple! Fired it up at the chalkboard. Oh yeah, we were rebellious kids. She turns around and is like, who did that? It's like, well, you wanted an apple. You got a goddamn apple, miss. Blues back on the attack now. Tui Pelotu sets up the ruck. There's Talea. We're having a dead set shocker with the try scorers today. Keeping it in close. One out from the ruck. The Blues through the phases. 10 phases. 5 out from the line. Pick and go. They're getting close. Hands on there from the Chiefs. Can't steal the ball. Blues still have it. Now it's been wrestled away from the Chiefs. Very crucially, they've defended that little patch of play. Ratama clears. Success for the Chiefs. No, UFC, we didn't have the paddle or the cane. It used to be the cane. Right before I started in school, it was the cane. And it was like outlawed here by the time I'd started. They still used to do it in private schools, I think, at the time, but I was in public school, so it didn't really matter. Well, actually, I think when I was young, it still was a thing, but you had to do something really messed up. Blues back on the attack inside the Chiefs 22. 10 minutes to go till the halftime break. Well on top of the moment. The Blues leading by 2 converted tries, looking to extend it even more. Hands in the ruck there from the Chiefs. Legally, says the referee, play on. But 10 phases again here for the Blues. Just inching forward. Christie to Satutu. Plants it back to Leia into scrum half. Driven backwards. Well defended here from the Chiefs. Still Blues ball. 9 minutes to the break. They've lost it forward. And it's well defended from the Chiefs. They are indeed just hanging in there. They're under the pump. But they are just hanging on. Caleb Clark, guilty of the mistake. Chiefs with the scrum down. Still inside their own territory. It's a solid scrum. Leonard Brown in midfield is rocked backwards in the tackle. Still Chiefs ball, most importantly. Back it goes for McKenzie to clear. Not a great purchase on this. Just outside the 22, and the Blues will have the ball back. Riccatelli will have the throw. Seven minutes till the halftime break. Can the Chiefs hold on? Blues go to the middle. Tap down for Christie into midfield. Caleb Clark just pops the pass up. They are sweeping around to the right-hand side in attack here, the Blues. The Chiefs look to counter drive. Staying on the short side. Look at all the numbers there for the Blues. Forcing the Chiefs to number up. Watch them race out to the left. Maybe even a crossfield kick. A cheeky little kick pass they might be setting up here. There are so many numbers on that short side for the Blues. Ioane. Another pick and go. Hands in there from Tyrone Thompson looking for the turnover. It's still there at the back of the ruck for the Blues. Tuipulotu. Another pick and go. When will they release it? They're just drawing in the defenders at the moment. Waiting for their opportunity to release to Leia in midfield. Christie calling for everybody over on that left-hand side now. Plummer wants it. Plummer gets it. Puts the head down. Tries to burrow under. Now the Blues have spilt the ball forward. That's not what they were working for, obviously. And the Chiefs again defend well. They are just clinging on for dear life. We're waiting for the flatline, and the flatline's just not coming at the moment. Tuipulotu spills it. They're just holding on. Trying to get a score update here in the England versus Japan match. Ah, yes, James, the old, this hurts me more than you. Oh, yeah, the NRL has started as well. The next NRL game. Roosters, Bulldogs, Roosters, after 15 and a half minutes leading, 2-0. They took the 2. Fantastic. Wasted World of Sports tipping contest. Trying to get an update on who may or may not have tipped the Titans. Not a lot of people went the Titans by the looks of it. Yeah, a few people there. Okay, yep. A couple of people. A couple of people have gone the Titans. And the Titans were the home side, so they've purposely gone the Titans. Five minutes to go until the halftime break. The Chiefs with this feed into the scrum. 69% territory advantage to the Blues. In this first half. Chiefs ball. McKenzie with the crossfield kick. Some space out wide, but not good placement on the kick. And now, Perofeta with some space. Richard Trainer says 52-17 to England. There you go. Plummer with the cutout pass. It's a bounce pass out to Akira Ioane, who leaves it behind. And another mistake from the Blues. Maybe one more pass was the option, given the conditions. One more pass. Draw in that last defender. But anyway, the Blues have just planted themselves down this end of the field in the first half and have dominated territory and possession. Jamin Salmon, eh? Jamin Salmon scores for the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs lead 4 points to 2. The conversion missed by Matt Burton. Now the Chiefs create some space down the left. The kick is out on the full. It's a shocker from Saturo. They had all the space and they've just gifted the Blues the ball back inside their own territory. Oh, the run was the option there. The run was the option. And he knows it. Well, I mean, he's upset because he overcooked it and put it out on the full, but he probably knows the run was the option there. Line out throw here for the Blues. Back where the kick was made. Inside Chiefs territory. 2 minutes to go until the halftime break. Riccatelli goes to the back. Darry takes it. They set up the rolling maul. Numbers in the maul here for the Blues. Chiefs push back initially, but now the Blues look to get the drive on. Finley Christie says enough of this. And they free the ball up. Numbers on the short side, and that's where they go. The Chiefs' defense slides across, and Satutu's brought down. They're 22 out from the Chiefs' line. Offside there, a clear offside from Finau, and a penalty advantage for the Blues. And they lose the ball. We'll come back for the penalty. There'll be a consideration of the 3 points here, I'm sure. As a matter of fact, we might even have a yellow card. No, he's just going to give a warning here. The Chiefs now being warned about these penalties being conceded. And they may just take the 3 here. The Blues, with a couple of minutes to go till the halftime break, just extend that lead beyond 2 converted tries. Put the scoreboard pressure on. The James says, imagine if there was a breaking news alert coming on the screen while the footy's on, saying multiple UFOs have been spotted at all major cities around the world. What would you do? I would ask that. What sort of alert is it? Is it one of those like you see in the movies where they we interrupt this broadcast? If they interrupted the broadcast, I'd be like, "Can you put the goddamn game back on, please?" But if it was just a running banner, a news ticker sort of deal, I'd go, that's interesting. I'd say I wasn't expecting them to release Project Bluebeam in 2024, but here we are. Unleash, I should say, not released. I wasn't expecting them to unleash Project Bluebeam in 2024. Over it goes. And the Blues lead 20 points to 3 going into the halftime break. Chiefs go short with the restart, and they secure possession. They want some points before the break. Chiefs get in, looking to Blues. Sorry, look to counter ruck. Satiti has it for the Chiefs. Clearly one of the Chiefs' best in this first 40. Satiti. Mackenzie just feeds it on. Chiefs all on the right-hand side. Nobody on the left. Satiti again with some good meters made. Six phases now for the Chiefs. The next break in play will be half-time. Unless, of course, it's a penalty. Through the phases here, the Chiefs running out of options. Mackenzie. Cut out pass onto the chest of Saturo, who's brought down. Caleb Clark gets in. Tries to steal. Chiefs still have it. Mackenzie on the wraparound. Chiefs ball in midfield. Blues can't counter ruck. 12 phases now, but the Blues defensive line well and truly intact. The ball spills out on the Blues side, and they come away with it and clear it into touch, and that'll be the halftime break. How did that one spill out? For the Blues. And they go into the halftime break with an extremely dominant position here. 20 points to 3. They're up. A solid first half for the home side. Well and truly on top of this contest, the Blues at halftime. We will have halftime here as well, as both teams head off for a little bit of a break. We'll have a quick break too here on the Western World of Sports, and we'll be right back for all the second half action after this. Waste to Water Sports, welcome back. Halftime here in the Super Rugby Grand Final, and it is all the Blues justifying that 100% vote that they had pre-game. 100% in favour of the Blues to win in the pre-game poll. All they're talking about on Stan Sport at halftime is the Wallabies squad that's been announced for 2024. Heaven forbid they talk about the game that's taking place right now. I know there's not a whole lot to talk about because after a red-hot start for the Chiefs, it's been all Blues, so it's one-way traffic at the moment, and the scoreboard really backing that up. 20 points to 3 in favour of the Blues. Looking very, very dominant out there, to say the least. Oh, Richard Trainer, nice. 420. That opening try for Akira Ioane could have gone either way. Certainly no argument one way or the other. This one as well. A 50-50 call. No complaints either way. I don't think you would have too much to say if it were awarded or if it were denied. A couple of those tries for the Blues. They've gone the way of the home side, though. And it's reward for their domination early in the game. Or not early in the game, sorry, but for the remainder of the first half. Hamish McKenzie, ahoy mate, Couch Car 3000. I've still got to jump on and check out what these couch cars are. Haven't seen them. It's something I definitely need to suss out. Well, at least the Rugby International between England and Japan, which crossed over, it made it an easy decision in the end. Because England ran away with it. 52 points to 17. Victorious in the end. UFC OnlyFans says, how did the Warriors manage to lose by 60 points? Forget about the 60 points. How did they manage to lose to the Titans? Jesus. If you lose to the Titans, you're no threat this season. So yeah, never mind the margin, just the fact that they lost it at all. Absolutely incredible. Ah, that's great, Hamish. Fixed your RAM issue. Nice. DJ Shack says, Charlie Ills was given a patch of scarlet for his cannonball tackle on Michael Leach. Ills was dismissed in the closing stages. Half-time here, 20 points to 3. What have we got coming up on the Waste of Water Sports? We have got coming up the Rabbitohs versus Manly in the NRL later tonight after this game. And we've got the Springboks versus Wales Rugby International coming up. That's tonight as well. And we will be sitting out Generations this week because we've got State of Origin, game number 2, coming up on Wednesday night. So that's what's happening on the Waste of Water Sports. Coming up tonight, I don't know if I'll do NRL tomorrow. Tigers Raiders. Might actually be a decent game, that one. Tigers, Raiders. Whoopsie, nearly spilt my drink. Might be worth a look. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing. All right, halftime here. Chiefs and the Blues. Let's try and generate some revenue on this channel, eh? Let's run some ads while the halftime break commences. And we'll be right back after this for all the second half action. The Blues right on top here, 20 points to 3. It's a long way back for the Chiefs. Can they get the job done in the second 40? Let's go. Second half underway. And it begins with a knock on for the Blues. But the Blues quite comfortable at the moment, 20 points to 3. Leading this one by 2 converted tries and beyond. Chiefs need a solid start to this second 40. As the rain continues to plummet down, Chiefs scrum 22 out from their own line. It packs. Ratama feeds. Secure ball for the Chiefs at the back. Mackenzie with the clearance. Up over halfway. It bounces kindly for Perifetta at the back. And Perifetta Cheese nearly spills it. Beats the first tackle. And is back up over halfway. And the Blues, after dominating the first half, are straight back into Chiefs territory in the second. Knock on Chiefs, scrum down Blues. It could be a long... Who was it that posted that they were very concerned that it would be a very, very big victory for the Blues? It is certainly shaping up to be that. Right at the moment, just at the moment anyway. It's been all Blues. Hamish Mackenzie, you were wrong about the Ram. Just delayed it. Scrum down, and a big drive here from the Blues. They've gone up, says the referee. And we reset. That seemed like dominant scrum for the Blues. Probably unlucky there not to get a penalty. How was the pub last night, Richard? As this scrum repacks, solid hit. Chiefs wobbly. Solid from the Blues. Down it goes. Referee says play on. Switch of direction here from the Blues. The crossfield kick from Perifetta Cheese to Clark. And Caleb Clark puts it into touch. Just outside the Chiefs 22. Chiefs line out ball. Clark probably a little bit lucky there not to get pinged for offside as well. Chiefs go to the middle. They win the ball. Goes to Mackenzie for the clearing kick from inside the 22. It's well up over halfway. Perifetta Cheese. High ball in midfield with the return kick. Mackenzie takes it. Steps away from the first chaser. Leonard Brown, I believe that is there with the ball in midfield. Back to Mackenzie for the clearance. Stabs it towards the corner. But the Blues have it. Charge down on that clearing kick. The Blues dive on the loose ball. Plummer pops it up for Talea. Talea gets away from one, two, steps away from a third and is wrapped up. Talea, a great kick return. Penalty advantage, hands. Well, not releasing. Thompson not releasing. And a penalty to the Blues. Truth Masters, ahoy mate. Truth Masters says go Blues. Well on top. The Blues. Plummer puts it into touch. About 30-ish meters out from the Chiefs line. And the Blues have carried on their territorial advantage here in the second half. They're just controlling field position. The line-out throw to the middle. Tuipulotu secures it. A big drive here from the Blues. The rolling maul is set. They get a penalty advantage. Chiefs in from the side. A great start to the second half here for the Blues. 6 minutes in. Breaking away there. It might have been Tui Pilotu. Penalty advantage as the Chiefs look to counter ruck. Numbers out to the right here for the Blues. Can they get the ball free? No, they can't. And we come back for the penalty. It is a Blues penalty. 22 out, right on the touchline. They already lead beyond 2 converted tries. So probably no real thought of the 3 here. Plug it into the corner and try and ice this game. I suspect that will be the order of the day here. For the Blues now, another try would surely make it a bridge too far for the Chiefs. Chiefs had to be the first team to score in the second half, I think. That's awesome, Richard. Fabulous stuff. Wasted Water Sports taking over the pub. And indeed, passing up the opportunity of 3 points, Harry Plummer will put this into the corner, and the Blues will have the line-out throw. They can set up a rolling maul here, 5 meters out from the line, and pretty much put this final to bed. They will have a firm grasp on the trophy if they score here. Tui Pilotu secures it. The Chiefs drive through. The rolling maul is set, though. This is great shape. The Blues release it. Situtu with the pick and go. Riccatelli. They're keeping it in tight here. Chiefs down all over the place. Blues well on top now. Trying to burrow in close to the ruck. Another pick and go. Penalty advantage. And this could spell trouble for the Chiefs. A yellow card could be brought out of the pocket here. Now they release it. A double pump to Plummer. Pair of feta cheese is wrapped up. The offload is intercepted and will come back for the penalty. And I dare say that referee Nick Berry may be reaching into the pocket here. He's already given a warning, and it looks like the Chiefs are going to get off the hook here. One warning has already been thrown out. Surely they are now on last chance saloon. I feel like they're lucky to have even got away with that one, the Chiefs. But surely another penalty now inside their own territory, and that yellow card is going to get whipped out. They have got the foot on the throat here, the Blues. They'll keep the pressure on. Look to plug this into touch and set up another rolling maul. It is one-way traffic at the moment. It's really been a disappointing final in that respect. You can't begrudge the Blues, who have been fantastic all season long. But as a contest, as a viewing spectacle, it's been disappointing. Blues go to the front. Darry secures the ball. They set up the rolling maul. Chiefs at the moment have stalled it. Defending it well. It collapses. Caleb Clark now tries to reset it. Penalty advantage. And surely the yellow card comes out now. The Chiefs just giving away too many penalties down this end of the field. As the Blues relentless in their attack, looking to end this contest. Already up by 17, and another penalty advantage, a fresh one. They're over the line, and the yellow card will come out now. Nick Berry says, time off. Here comes the yellow. Too many, and the victim is Aiden Ross, the Chiefs prop. They were warned. They kept infringing. Yellow card. And with the prop off, common sense says a scrum down here on the back of this penalty. Force the Chiefs into that replacement. "50 minutes gone. But the game pretty much over as a contest. George Dyer's been sent to the sin bin. There you go. All of my screens got that one wrong. Either way, it was the Chiefs prop. That part of it was correct. And scrum down, the sensible option. Forced that replacement, forcing the Chiefs to take a back off. Blues put on a big drive. It goes down. Penalty advantage again. But from the back of the scrum, Satutu, 1 out pass to Caleb Clark. And Caleb Clark slides over to score. I think it was Caleb Clark anyway. Let's see who's come up with it. Yes, indeed. Caleb Clark scores the try for the Blues. $25 points to 3, the kick to come. And this is turning into an absolute schmozzling. The Blues now with a hand firmly grasped around the Super Rugby trophy. Half-time in the NRL. Roosters 14, Bulldogs 4. Incidentally. Conversion successful. And the Blues lead this 27 points to 3. It's going to take an absolute miracle now for the Chiefs. As the Blues secure the kickoff. Christie with the box kick. Up over halfway. Chiefs with Stevenson under it. Takes it well. Chiefs ball. Big counter drive here from the Blues. Putting pressure on the Chiefs ruck ball. And now the error is made. And the Blues will have the ball straight back. Oh, it's one-way traffic at the moment. Domination from the Blues. Jared Prophet has only just come onto the field, and he comes up with a mistake with his first touch. 68% possession. That is insane. Across the course of the match, 68% in favour of the Blues. One-way traffic. Scrum down here for the Blues. Christie feeds. Solid hit. Big drive now for the Blues. The Chiefs pop up in the forwards. Penalty advantage incoming here, surely. Oh, referee Nick Berry just says bollocks it, play on. And a big drive forward here from AJ Lamb. The Blues, well and truly on top in this game. Nick Berry has said the rules are out the window. I don't care anymore. It's a free-for-all out there. It's a madhouse. Satutu with the kick through. And it pops up for Papali'i as the Blues continue to rumble forward. Akira Ioane now. Penalty to the Chiefs. They managed to get in and spoil. And Papali'i guilty of holding on. As the Chiefs, through McKenzie, put this into touch. They're still inside their own half, though. That's the problem for them. They are still firmly planted inside their own half. The throw to the line out, to the back. Tapped down by the Chiefs and it's loose and it falls on the Blues side. Nothing going right today for the Chiefs. And Lamb has it in midfield for the Blues. Penalty advantage. They were offside there, the Chiefs. Kick through. Sits up at the back for Stevenson. And we will come back for the penalty. Penalty to the Blues for a late tackle. "56 minutes gone, Riley. 56 and a half minutes gone in this Super Rugby Grand Final. And it is absolute one-way traffic in favour of the Blues. Harry Plummer says, we'll go to touch, thanks. We don't need 3 points. Plummer with the touch finder inside the Chiefs 22 again. Josh Bear on. And Patrick Tuipilotu takes his leave for the night. Just over a quarter of the contest remaining. The home crowd is up to stand and applaud Patrick Tuipilotu as he leaves the field. A standing ovation. As the line-out falls for the Chiefs. They pinch one. Inside their own 22. Satiti sets up the ruck in slightly better position for a clearing kick. Ratama at the back fires it out to McKenzie. McKenzie from 5 out clears up to halfway. Blues think about going quick, but they'll take the line out. Just inside Chiefs half. Line out throw for the Blues. To the middle and secured by Satutu. Pops it down and here's AJ Lamb breaking through one. Just holding onto the jersey there. And bringing him down outside the 22. The Chiefs race up, but that creates space now for Rieko Ioane. Inside the 22 they go. Akira Ioane keeps it alive. Out the back now to Perifota. Ioane again on the wraparound. Christie looking for a penalty advantage. Gets it. Some lazy defenders there from the Chiefs. More penalty advantage for the Blues. Numbers out to the left. They've got huge space out to the left if the Blues can just release the ball. Still 1 minute in the sin bin for George Dyer. Chiefs leading by 24. Riccatelli sets up the 9th phase. Look at the space on the left. They're going in that direction slowly but surely here. The Blues, 5 out from the line. We come back for the penalty. Another penalty inside Chiefs territory. And with 40 seconds left on the yellow card, they can plug it into the corner and get one last play with the man advantage. Maybe they're fluffing around a fair bit as they consider the options here. But surely the call is to just bang this into the corner. They are well on top here. Why take the foot off the throat? And that is indeed what's happened. Plummer puts it into the corner. 20 minutes remain, but this game is already over as a contest. But another try here as Satiti, one of the standout performers for the Chiefs, earns his break for the night. A standout performance and a losing effort from Satiti. As the Blues throw to the back. They set up the rolling maul. It's got great shape. It collapses. Penalty advantage. They could lose another one here, the Chiefs. Another yellow card incoming. They just got their full complement back. Collapsing the rolling maul. Five meters out here, the Blues popping the pass up here for Satutu. Just a couple of meters short. Christie out to Ioane, to Plummer, who pops it up for Perifeta Cheese. They've got numbers out to the left. A perfectly placed cutout ball onto the chest of Caleb Clark. And Caleb Clark gets a double, and the Blues are home. The Blues are home. Super Rugby 2024 champions. The Blues. 32 points to 3. The kick to come. Domination here in the grand final. Finley Christie, as accurate as ever, putting that ball right onto the chest of Caleb Clark, and one-on-one, he is not going to be stopped that close to the line in open space. Damien McKenzie had no chance. And for the Chiefs, what has gone wrong, apart from everything possible? An absolute annihilation here at the hands of the Blues. Harry Plummer from the sideline keeps up his 100% success rate with the boot. And the Blues lead 34 points to 3. Chiefs with the restart. Plummer clears. Not a lot of distance on it. Scorpio 69, ahoy mate, go the Blues. It is the Chiefs with the ball now though, penalty advantage on halfway. They just cannot get themselves into Blues territory. They tap and go quickly. No, they're off the mark. Oh, excuse me. 65 minutes gone. One-way traffic here in the grand final. It's been disappointing as a contest, but all credit to the Blues. In the NRL, 48 minutes gone. Roosters 20, Bulldogs 8. It's really disappointing, quite frankly, that we were so worked up for this final. We thought it was going to be so close. A contest all the way to the end. But the Blues have just come out and put on an absolute rugby clinic. They have dominated every facet of the game, and justifiably, the Blues, 2024 Super Rugby champions. Penalty here for the Chiefs. Mackenzie thumps it into touch, and the Chiefs, for the first time since the opening 5 minutes of the game, have an attacking raid inside the Blues 22. I mean, I don't even think I'm exaggerating when I say it's been that long. They go to the front of the line out and secure the ball. Narawa takes it into contact. 65.5 minutes gone. And the Chiefs are yet to put a try on. Mackenzie inside to Leonard Brown. Leonard Brown steps away from one, gets the fend on, offloads to Simon Parker, and the Chiefs have finally broken their try-scoring drought. 34 points to 8. Their first time in Blues territory since the opening minutes. And they've put on a beautiful little piece of interplay there between the backs and the forwards. And it's try time at last for the Chiefs. Anton Leonard Brown breaking the midfield line open. And they finally get themselves a try. Damian Mackenzie with the conversion attempt. It's right down the middle. And it's 34 points to 10 with 13 minutes to play. It took 67 minutes But finally, they have broken through and opened up the Blues' defense. Blues get us back underway. And the Chiefs secure the kickoff. Keeping the ball alive here inside their own 22. McKenzie out to Leonard Brown again. Now through the hands, they continue out to the left and over the sideline as the Blues defenders just shadow them across field. And into touch goes Daniel Rona. And once again, Chiefs, immediately after points, in one phase, just give the ball straight back to the Blues inside their own territory. Riccatelli throws to the front. Rolling more here for the Blues. It's collapsed. Perfectly fine, says the referee. Blues have it in midfield. Riccatelli burrows in. They look to release. 12 minutes to go. They spill the ball, the Blues, and the Chiefs have it back. Quick play out to the right now. McKenzie straightens. Looks for support. Leonard Brown onto Narawa. Narawa with the inside ball. And it's spilt by Saturo. And the Blues will have the scrum feed. And that's the problem when you've got to play catch-up rugby, catch-up footy. The mistakes creep in. Scrum down for the Blues, just inside their own half. 10 minutes to go. The Blues. And their supporters counting down the clock so they can celebrate and lift that trophy. Scrum reset as it remains 20 points to 8 in the NRL between the Roosters and the Bulldogs. Roosters on top. 53.5 minutes gone in that one. Scrum resets, holds firm this time. The Blues get a big drive on, but the ball's out. And Caleb Clark takes it forward 10 meters. Big run now from Rico Ioane. Gets the ball free, but it spills, and the Chiefs come away with it. 9 minutes remaining. Chiefs ball. McKenzie to Leonard Brown. Through the hands they go, but there's no space. And they lose it over the sideline. Scrum or line out for the Blues. They can take their pick. And it's just been chaos for the Chiefs here at the back end. Having to play catch-up. And when you have to play catch-up, simple mistakes like that inevitably creep into the contest. $34 points to 10, 8 minutes to go. Not a very happy looking Blues coach's box, all things considering. They're not they're not managing to crack a smile just yet. As we've got a little bit of an injury stoppage. One of the Chiefs players down, receiving some attention. As the Blues firmly in control of this contest and have been for the entirety of the second half. Chris Webb, ahoy, mate. Excuse me. Blues go to the front of the line now. Funaki out to Akira Ioane. Inside the 22 they go. Staying on the short side, Funaki to AJ Lamb. Runs over the top of the first defender. Back on the attack here, the Blues. 10 out. Putting the pressure on. Wanting more points. Pick and go. Pick and go. A metre short. 5 phases in. Keeping it in tight. Driving over the line here, the Blues. They've scored surely here. Nick Berry tries to get visibility on it. They keep the ball alive, though. It comes back. Eklund keeps it alive, and now they drive over and score. Another one for the Blues. 39-10, the kick to come. Who's come up with it? Who's claiming that one? AJ Lamb is claiming that one for the Blues. As this dominant display continues, and there's still 7 minutes remaining. Not a single solitary hit on any of my same-game multi-try scorers across both games in the rugby today. Incredible. Not a single hit. $39 points to 10. I've got to say, I am shocked. I expected the Blues to win, but I really did think the Chiefs might have just had a little more to offer. Conversion successful. Plummer keeps up his 100% success rate. And the Blues lead 41 points to 10. Incredible. The Chiefs with a short restart. Benaki has it at the back. Puts the box kick up. Chiefs will have it. Saturo wrapped up in midfield. It's loose out the back. Oh, the Chiefs. It's just been a nightmare. McKenzie goes back and collects it. But they've lost so much ground here, the Chiefs. Through the hands now. They've got to stretch it wide early. McKenzie goes through the middle, gets the offload away. The Blues defense scrambles and shuts them down. Once again, nowhere to go for the Chiefs. Forced to kick. The kick pass out wide. Hits its mark. Narawa will lose it forward. And the Blues defend again. And Caleb Clark's hurt. Caleb Clark's hurt himself in back play. John Hart, former coach John Hart, up in the stands there watching on. Scrum down for the Blues here. Caleb Clark will come off the field. A hat-trick of tries tonight. A standout performance. 4 minutes to go. Blues leading 41-10. Big scrum here from the Chiefs. Mystic NZ, thank you very much for the sub. As the Chiefs defend. It seems like they've been doing that all night long, the Chiefs. Penalty advantage, offsides again against the Chiefs. As the Blues look for more points. Straight through goes Bryce Ham. Where's the support? There wasn't any. Funaki with the pop ball out. Penalty advantage again to the Blues, and we'll come back for the penalty. An intentional knock on, and the Chiefs very lucky to not be down a man again on the back of that. 3 minutes to go. Leading 41 points to 10. What do the Blues do here? They're going to plug it into the corner. Harry Plummer finds touch. 5 meters out from the line. More pressure defensively incoming for the Chiefs. Two minutes remain. Akira Ioane heads off the field. A great performance from him. A try and a lot of hard work through the middle of the park. Akira Ioane. Blues go to the back of the line out. Spill it forward. And some relief for the Chiefs. But it will be of small consolation because they've been absolutely hammered here tonight. Absolutely smacked from pillar to post. It's been really, really disappointing, this performance. A minute and a half to go. Now they've cracked out the smiles in the coach's box. 78.5 minutes in, and the smiles in the Blues coaching box have broken out. High fives all around. They're suddenly happy. Scrum down for the Chiefs. 5 out from their own line. Can they get a consolation try? McKenzie steps back in field. Oh, and he's hammered hard there, McKenzie. They're all bunched up here, the Chiefs. Easy pickings for the Blues defense. Penalty advantage for hands in. And an intercept for the Blues. We'll come back for that penalty to the Chiefs. 30 seconds remain. Your 2024 Super Rugby champions, the Blues. Counting down this last 30 seconds. McKenzie puts the penalty into touch up near the halfway line. Celebrations have begun on the sideline from the Blues players and staff. There is just 7 seconds left, and then they can justifiably go absolutely mental. Chiefs go to the front of the line out. Secure the ball. The Blues, I'm sure, will be very keen to maintain their defensive line. McKenzie with the chip over the top of the Blues will secure this loose ball and plug it over the touchline. Harry Plummer, that is it. That's up. Time up on the clock. The Blues win 41 points to 10. An absolute demolition job on the Chiefs here. And Super Rugby finals continue to be dominated by the home team. How crucial are home finals? Once again, the home side, a dominant display. And the 2024 Super Rugby champions, the Blues. $41 points to 10. It has been a long time, I think, anyway, from memory, that we have seen just one-way traffic in a Super Rugby final to this extent. And all credit to the Blues for that performance out there tonight, justifying the 100% vote for the Blues in the pre-game poll. I've never seen 100% before. 100% of the pre-game poll suggested the Blues would win. I thought it was crazy that there was that much just lopsided support. I mean, 100%, not a single vote went to the Chiefs, and with a 41 points to 10 scoreline at the end, I suppose, really at the end, it's all justified. 65% possession, 75% territory across 80 minutes of rugby, 5 tries to 1, 12 visits into the opposition 22 to 4. Domination of the highest order. It was absolutely incredible. Jonathan Manson says, anyone still like the Rabbitohs versus Manly, even without Latrell Mitchell and Cameron Murray? Thanks for the commentary all night. Absolutely no worries about the commentary all night, Jonathan. And yes, I do. I still like the Rabbitohs to beat Manly because Manly are without Cherry Evans. Manly are without Holy Moly Olakau'atu. Manly are without Jake Trbojevic. I feel like Manly are a bit more affected by Origin than the Rabbitohs. So yes, I do still like the Rabbitohs to get the W over Manly. Speaking of which, that is the game that we're covering next, right here on the Wasted World of Sports. Funnily enough. The stream is already set up for it, ready to roll. In about 25 minutes' time, that one will be happening. Rabbitohs versus Manly in the NRL. After a couple of, honestly, disappointing games in the rugby union. I thought the two teams that I thought would win won, but I had hoped for so much more from the teams that lost. I really did think Japan might have at least put on 40 minutes of fight against England, and I definitely expected the Chiefs to do a lot better than a 31-point margin against the Blues. And in the conditions, in these conditions at Eden Park, I would have thought unders was pretty much a guarantee, but no, they've gone and obliterated at 51 points out there. So overs was the order of the day. Anyway, Wasted World of Sports. If there's no further questions from the chat room surrounding this game, I will take my leave and I will get ready for the NRL coming up in about 20 minutes' time, right here on the Waste of Water Sports. Rabbitohs versus Manly and the NRL. 41 points to 10 here, though. Congratulations to the Blues, your Super Rugby 2024 champions. And I'll see you very, very soon. Rabbitohs, Manly, coming up here on the Waste of Water Sports in about 20 minutes' time. I'll catch you then. Thank you very much for your company here. As always, very much appreciate it. See you in the next game. Cheers.